Hi all, welcome to my video. Today in this video, together we will model this part. Let's start. First, we need a view part, and here in the front plane, I will create a sketch. So I will pick a line. I made it construction geometry, and this is 180 millimeter at length. Then I need an arc here. Something like this is good. Here I put a line. Here I will put another line. And after this line, I will pick another arc. We do something like this. I pick a line. I created here one construction geometry where I can make a tangency. Okay, that's the idea, nothing more. Here I have a height of 4. Here I have a diameter of 60. Here I have a diameter of 50. To be able to give a diametral dimensions, you need to have a construction geometry. Do not forget it. And here I got a 500. So you see everything almost black, but sketch still undefined. So I need to define some other dimensions here. This is 41. I will say UB 40. We can give here some already some radiuses, but it's not very important right now. And so we will create here this part. We can convert this to a construction geometry. So this will be a line again. We make the height 15. Diameter was 35. Normally my first approach is always to bring part as quick as possible to later state. Normally I might define here radiuses, but when I'm working with advanced parts and so that I can make a lot of changes, I try to keep things as much as possible simple. So when I little bit make this sketch complex, then you have some difficulties. Let's do not have that. But it is up to you. You can make it as well. So this is the main feature. We make a revolve. We need a half. I say here 180. Then now I can give here some radius. Let's say this guy is 4, while this guy is 8. You can define this at the end also, no problem. Sketch everything possible. There is not only one way to deal with the things. There's always more options. So if you do this, you are at the 50% of the part. Now let's start with the fun part. In the front plane, I will create a sketch and I will convert first these two edge to a sketch. Let's make them like this and convert them to a construction geometries as well. I will place here 3 times circles. Okay. Then I will give a height 8. In between I have 4. You're gonna think how I gave that dimension. Press shift and you have that option. Shift should be pressed. So here another 4. Dimensions of the circles will be 4, 5 and 6. 5 and 6. You can change them based on your wish. If you would like to have something different, feel free to do that. Then I will create here another objects. I will go step by step because I don't want, when I'm drawing these things, some automatic dimensioning or constraint creation will define with respect to other ones. That's why I need to be here careful, because then when you change dimensions, you might have some issues. So I create here something like this. Radius 2, from radius to here, a construction geometry, and first height is 18. Here I will define an 18. An angle of 45. An angle of 55. Also, we need to define some distance. Normally when I do this kind of things, I don't define everything, but this is a tutorial, so I want you to be able to create this part as well. So that's why I need to define everything very precisely. Otherwise, you will have some difficulty to do same things if the dimensions are not defined. So for example, I will employ here a different method. I will start here a line. Even I pick the line by just pressing my right button and move my mouse so this menu appears. And I take my line, I define it, come point back, so I get here an arc, and then I continue again. So you see this is also an option. And let's define dimensions. Here we have 3. We have here 45. In fact, we don't need this now. We can use this one. For example, I will do that now. I will select this one, say parallel, because I am going to have same angles. Okay, this is good. Something here missing. This is a dimension of 30. Okay, it looks good. Then I need to define here one more line. Come point back. Program will give you an arc. Continue. Select this, control pressed. These guys are parallel. These two guys parallel. Control pressed. Radius 4. Now center will be 33. The distance will be 18. Good. Yes. Okay, let's keep these guys like this. I will do here some trimming. Okay, here we have open profiles. Here we have open profiles as well. Then we can close this. So this is one of the most important sketch. Everything fully defined. And let's give some dimension. Sketch color. Let's make them red to distinguish them. This is another milestone. Then we accomplish it. And what I'm going to do now, create another sketch where I will have my curves. So always geometry is here to help us during our operation. They are very important. Sometimes you can convert them as well, but let me draw by myself. Yes, all they are construction geometries. Let's start. Also, by the way, we need here, guys. Sorry, you're gonna understand now why I'm doing them. Without doing also fine, let's not do at the other side and see what kind of different things I employ when I'm modeling them. These are for constructions. Yes, good. For example, I pick a spline, only 2 points, starting and end. I finish it here. It looks black, but it's not defined. I pick control points, and then I can move them. So control press, these two is selected parallel. I select this one, and I select this one, say tangent. They are also same. I learned this program by myself 22 years ago, so there was no any tutorial. So I use very different methods. Sometimes I'm not aware of what I'm using as well. So pick one of them which is most convenient for you, which is feeling for you the most natural. So here again, select this one and select this one, tangent. This will be a repetitive operation. So maybe I might stop video. So start with the same method and go till end. You're gonna apply same. It took me 3 minutes to complete all of them, but I left the last one to show you again. So tangency value is 60. They are or parallel to each other or tangent to a line, that as we do here. And another thing, you should make sure that that's at the biggest diameter outside, so it's not coincident to a center here. Otherwise, you're gonna run another issue. Also, when you give a tangency, make sure that the line and the spline is coincident as well. You might have some issues. It looks very crowded. Sometimes what I do, I group them. For example, 3 of them here, 3 of them here, and this kind of things. That's also really nice way of doing things. So for one object, we have 2 profile, 3 pad. The rest also same idea goes. So what we're gonna do with this tree, we select this tree, we split, we go here, split line, and select surface. So how much curve you define, how much control you have. That's very important. Let's go to loft, and I select this one, I select this one, these two, and then I have center line parameters. The one at the center is center line. The outer profiles is guide curves. Okay. Then you will need here tangency or normal to profile. I'm going to show why it's important. Normal to profile, and we're gonna change their direction. They need to look inwards. Let's say okay, but forget. Close this one. Profile looking like this. This is what we want. Let's show again solid body and this. Why this normal to profile very important? Let's a little bit talk about it. How this profile ends here, in fact, looking like this. This is the surface at behind. This is your arc. This arc comes something like this. And here you have a tangency. In a perfect state, if you want a continuity, you should have here a tangency. But if you do not do this tangency, your profile will end something like this. And if you mirror it, at the point when you complete your model, you will not have a continuity. There will be 2 sharp edges. That's why I made their normal to profile. Tangency normal to profile is governing these concepts. So make sure that you always employ them. Depending on the situation, you might not need. That's also a case. But if you do not have a reason, they should be always there. So I select this, guys, extend surface. Let's make it 1 mm extension. I extend them, show solid bodies. And now I'm going to cut with them. Arrow should look to the other side due to it failed. Okay. Maybe here also I need a bit extension. There is another way to deal with that, but I didn't want to do that. Maybe we will need it. Let's see. Here also 1. Here also 1. Okay. Let's see. Okay, it's not working like this. We're gonna change the method. So we go back, delete this one, and comes sketches back. We get some errors. Let's convert them to a normal line. Okay. Most probably I made some little mistake here. And I will clean them. So these are close profiles. And let's make it one another thing here. That's also important to define control points. Okay, we have these 2 control points. What is this control points? At the other side, we have an object with three segments. Here we have a half circle. So program might have difficulty to understand where is the control points. So to overcome that issue, let's make it like this. This is 80 degree, 80 degree, and symmetric. And I will break this sketch into three pieces. You see, I will close it and you're gonna see that. I have three segments. This might also have some relation, the error that we get, or some things that we are not aware of it. Let me repeat again. A line, two other line. These are both construction geometry, and then this 2 point will be symmetric. Now control is pressed. Okay. Angle will be 80 again. Right click, split entities. It's good that we get some error, and then that help us to develop a different way of dealing with difficulty. Give a line. I will do it also here. Yes, right click. This is also fine. First split. Make these lines coincident. Just move to the point. Select these 2 points. Control pressed, and you have a construction geometry. We made symmetric. So 80. 80. Okay. This will be construction geometry. Now let's try what happens. Load base. We select profiles. First, this close profile. Secondly, this close profile. So something appeared here. Looks fine. Centerline parameters will help us. Yes. And guide curves here and here. I see here something still. So normally what I do sometimes, I also extend sketch a little bit. So the sketch is a little bit bigger than the profile that I'm cutting, then I don't have a problem. But yeah, it's fine. Let's cut it. Oh, we made a loft to post space. We will use loft cut. First object. Sorry for the inconvenience, guys. Center line is good. This is good. And this is good. Here I'm going to make normal to profile, normal to profile. I explained this already. The second one needs to go like this, and let's cut it. So there is a little area that we cannot cut. Program asks us where you want to keep. So when we make this cut operation, most probably we are creating so micro surfaces, but I don't care them, and I want to have this one, I say. So successfully we are having the first one. Let's make it second one. This guy, they are looking good. Center line parameters, center line here, control point at the other side, the right edge, and we have this control edge, this control edge. Yeah, in fact, boundary conditions. And what we are having, what we missed now, normal to profile and normal to profile. Arrows looking to good side. Yes, now we should make it this side. And now it's okay. Apply. Same idea. Yes, we create microsurfaces. We don't care them. Yes. Second also good. Third, select this guy, select this guy, and center line. Normally, maybe if I will do this in reality, maybe I will even define here two other curve. It's up to you. As I told you before, how much curve you have, that much control you have on the profile and on the generated cut, or let's say might be also an extrude. That is important. I cut it. I think I will get again. Look, you see here microsurfaces. Yes, that's not important. We say we want to have the first body, so get rid of the outside of it. And it looks really nice. Look at this. I think we are in a very nice point where we're gonna define some nice fillets. I will use this fillet. I will say here 3. This surface and this surface fillet for me. You can use edge, but with surface you have much more better results. I made same here. You can use variable also. The surface and this guy. Now, if you remember, the between the two distance was around 2 mm, 4 mm. So I'm going to make 2 mm radius here, and also here 2 mm. Good. And repeat the operation here. Yes, 2 and 2. Sorry, here and here. Good. Front plane selected. We're gonna make mirror. Merge solids, full merge them. Look at this now. Here we have a really nice smooth transition. So I might here create a fillet, a little fillet. Normally, guys, when you design plastic objects, the material that you are using, it is very important. You need to know critical material thickness, how thin or how thick you can make it, because these are not limitless things. You need to know that. And based on that thing, you can also define your radiuses. For example, let's say this is having 2 mm of thickness. We have at some locations 2 mm thicknesses. We get an error. It says, in fact, in some locations inside, you do not have any more radius. You see here, these are sharp objects, and you want an equal distribution of thickness inside, because then you're going to have the equal distribution of heat, also heat dissipation, and that will affect the end result significantly. So you need to keep these things in mind. Know how thick you're going to make your object, and still you see here there is no radius, and based on that also define your radiuses. This is a tutorial. I don't mind to make it now radius 2 4 5 1, but in the real production these things going to matter a lot, so keep in mind. And I advise you to read some plastic materials books. There is a lot of valuable books you can read and you can gain insights. But yeah, this is not the point now. We just make here some simple tutorial about surfacing, and I'm not going to take care of the details a lot. So while I was talking, I created here a sketch, and I will define here one object. Okay, something like this. And I will define also here another line where I can give some tangency. Okay. Oh, we got some issues. We can correct it. So here, if I'm right, it was 55. I don't remember. Here I have it 2 degrees. And here I have maybe 20. Let's see first. A little bit bigger. 22. Yes. This should be straight. We are building the cap now. Okay. This should be straight as well. Good. Let's make it something like this. And I give you for also the dimension so you can build precisely. So now I'm not going to take care of the reality. It is just like a demonstration of how we make some surfacing. So I don't put here profile. I will not define also thread. These are not very important things. You can define if you want. Revolve. Now I will get a revolve here. Merge result is not active. I look from right plane. And then, as I always do, first create an construction geometry. Here another construction geometry, two line. Okay, can make it like this. Now spline, 2-point. Why I use 2-point spline? Because they are easy to handle, guys. If you add one more point, you need to define one more object. So here I'm going to employ parallelism. Okay, let's make it like this. Yeah, I could define here a line and give tangency. That's the same idea, in fact. 50, I will create here a thickness of 8. Okay, let's say it's 40. The height of so I cannot give some dimension, seems. Point to point. I don't get it. Okay, we will do something different. Sometimes you get these strange errors. 35. Yes. Yeah, it's good. And then extrude cut. Both. From plane selected. If you select extrude cut, go mirror. While Control is pressed, we can mirror it. What I need here, some radiuses. Radius 10, maybe. Yeah, it looks fine. And from plane. Offset, reverse, maybe 4. Yeah. And then we will select this and cut through all both. Then fillet to here. It works. To here. To outside. Tangency automatically selected. You can make also a variable fillet. Yeah, just play with it. And here also a chamfer can look nice. If you give some colors, looking better already. Plastic. Let's say this is the cap. Already start to look better. Yeah, so, but it's not real. Huh? This was just an example. To a little bit show you how we are dealing with surfaces. I start with surfaces, and at the end I start to go with a normal loft. That's fine. You can employ different methods. And yeah, this was it. I hope you enjoyed, and I hope you can learn some things new from this video. Sorry for the inconvenience and some little mistakes, but I think at the end became a nice tutorial to work with. And thanks for watching.